I believe that there's a point in everyone's life where they meet something or someone that tingles so deep into their soul they create who that person is. Before Michael was gone, I started writing about him. I wanted to preserve his spirit with sane mind. I told tales of a gallant climber and robust runner. I trailed on about his manifold of tricks, so clever and diverse. I donated a paragraph to his devious sense of humor. But as I type, hand quivering with emotion, those are not important. Jumping through hoops is not what made him such a kindred spirit. The qualities I desperately want people to remember is inadequately portrayed by words. Perhaps it is my lack of skill, but I can't imagine how this script could bring to life a connection where neither being spoke, they just knew. Cuddled every night, there was an energy we shared that for a moment silenced the harsh world. His mother was a little dachshund that gave birth to 13 puppies right after being hit by a car. At a few months of age, they already towered over the little dog. Long legs, purple tongue, plunging chest, saggy skin, perplexed many who attempted guessing the breed of the father. The pack was rowdy as they chased each other across the yard, but one found comfort and settled in my arms. My parents still recalled driving home and seeing in the rearview mirror their scratched-up little girl next to that gawky brown mutt she named Michael. From that point on, he was part of every car ride to school, family vacation, first and last days of college. Even now, when talking to old acquaintances, they ask about him, knowing him as being glued to my side or the hero of my stories. We had the unique experience of growing up together. In grade school, we played dress-up and climbed trees. In middle school, we nurtured baby animals. In junior high, he laid motionless on a table as I taught CPR to my 4-H group. In high school, he was my photography model. In college, we took long hikes. When I moved out to live on my own, he kept me grounded. We shared heartbreak. We shared celebration. His expressions are still so vivid in my mind. How his whole face lit up when he smiled. The pride that glowed in his eyes. The way he held his ears when unsure. He had a vulnerable and sensitive side that he never shared with strangers. It reminds me of the times I had almost lost him due to injury or the wickedness of humanity. He was humiliated when helpless, and I in my naive selfishness would beg for the impossible, that he wouldn't leave my side till I was ready. Michael met Jordan, my now fiancé, through a nasty fall down the stairs. Ever since, Jordan has made it up to him through long walks and naps. We would joke that Michael must think of him as his servant boy, since he was always so quick to meet every possible need. Though Michael always hated dogs, he found the city to be lonely. We introduced Madeline, a dachshund mix that shared the same qualities as mother. She became his world. Around the room, he chased her, falling over at a nudge so that she always won. At night, he licked her face and traded my arms for her snuggle. Michael had created this family. Because of him, I fell in love with Jordan. Because of him, we adopted Madeline. Together our hearts broke as his proud dog fell apart. We joined as a family to ensure his final days were comfortable. We pulled him in a wagon so he didn't miss out on the walks he loved, and when he became too tired for that, we brought him the flowers he adored. Madeline cleaned his face and gave him her favorite toys, and alerted us when he would fall. Jordan spoon-fed him, held him up outside, and massaged his legs every day. In the middle of the night, he would wake with a hoarse bark. His dementia made him think he was alone. We would stroke his head, and in knowing we were there, he'd drift back to sleep. Though my request was naive and selfish, Michael kept that promise. He stayed as long as I needed. I was blessed with the miracle of growing with him for 20 years. The average lifespan of a dog is 13, but he spent 2 amazing decades on this earth. When I reminisce about my childhood, he is it. Losing him feels like the child in me has died. But he has left something important. He taught me I don't have to always be fearless, just when it matters. He taught me love is about doing what is right for the other person, even if it hurts both of you at that time. And he taught me that you are never too old to play, and to rejoice in the wonders such as flowers, and to take a nap when it feels like the world is spinning just a little too fast. People always found his name amusing. When I was little, I named him Michael after the archangel. On earth he gave justice to the name, guarding and guiding me. Last night, Michael ran through heaven's gates. His place in bed is cold, but I know he isn't gone. As Helen Keller said, all that we love deeply becomes a part of us.
Yes, he's my baby.